We've done it. We've made it here again for episode 2 of the best podcast based on the 7 deadly sins in the world. We're here for...
All my friends are jealous.
Yes, they are. I'm Sunny and Sahar.
And I'm Sahar Ali.
Amazing. How are you, friend?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing?
I live to fight another day.
I'm so glad.
For another podcast with you.
Which is about?
Pride. Mm-hmm. Pride. Which is one of the more interesting deadly sins. Mm-hmm. Well, they're all quite interesting, aren't they? Mm-hmm. But apparently, this deadly sin is the deadliest of all the deadly sins. Mm-hmm. Ubiquitously agreed that it's the deadliest of all the deadly sins. Mm-hmm. Do you know why?
No, I don't.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes, please.
I feel as though
I
don't really know either. But apparently it's considered the most deadly sin because all of the other sins are rooted in pride. So you can't be greedy without having an element of pride. Mm-hmm. You're not gluttonous unless you've got pride. Mm-hmm. You're not lustful unless you have pride. Mm-hmm. Apparently, according to
that makes sense.
Significantly more intelligent.
I can attach it to like envy more like immediately than anything else.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And because it's like this should be me.
Envy, which we've already worked out, you don't feel. Mm-mm. Do you feel pride?
I'm special. Absolutely.
Aha.
Absolutely I do. Actually, what's quite interesting is that there is a tribe in Sudan. So we're all kind of split into tribes. And they're called Al-Jalin.
Okay.
Which is
Al-Janin.
Al-Jalin. Don't try to say it.
No. No. Al-Jalin.
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 Close.
Yeah, I gave it a
go.
go.
Okay. So and it's what I think it's called the prideful, and that's actually what the tribe that I come from.
The prideful tribe.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes if I'm ever being like really stubborn or whatever, my parents would be like, "Oh, it's a jalia," you know. It's like that. It's more like the headstrong, you know.
Oh, that's really cool, yeah. But also potentially sinful.
Well, do you know what? I think it's more about being headstrong, but I think that there is an element of pride in terms of like how headstrong that you are, that you are attached to these things because you think that's the way that they should be, and maybe that's cultural, maybe it's on an individual level. Okay. But there is some sort of pride involved in that as well.
Well, if you think about the nuances of pride, I've got it here, right? The definition. So pride is the self-respect or improper excessive self-esteem known as conceit or arrogance. Mm-hmm. Arrogance is something I definitely know all about for anyone who knows me. Pride can be defined as elevating one's opinions and thoughts above a higher power's authoritative word.
Ooh, that is so sinful.
That is bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is bad. And I think everyone indulges in this one. Surely. I don't think you can't go through, not even Mother Teresa or Gandhi could have gone through life without being proud.
So a definition that I came across was that it's an excessive love of one's own excellence.
Yes.
But then actually like putting it in terms of being higher than a higher power.
Yes.
That changes things.
That makes it deep, right? Really? Because I suppose the deadly sins are steeped in religious connotations anyway, right? So I don't think the deadly sins are in any book, right? Whichever book you follow, right? I don't think whichever book.
I don't know which books. I haven't read them all.
But I think it's a concept of a structure of religion, right? So that's why they say of a higher power or deity, right? So it's interesting. So you could, but I don't know what a higher power or deity is even defined as in today's society, right? We worship all types of idols.
Yeah, I guess because it is different for everybody. But do you know what's really interesting though? Like when a lot of the time in our society, pride is a good thing. Like, what are you?
Absolutely.
When we ask people what are they proud of, they're not. We're not actually asking them, what do you think you're better than God at? No. That's not how we see it on a day-to-day level.
Yeah, that's
what it means.
Point.
And that's what it's connected to. That may be the origin of the source, but that's not really how we engage with pride on a day-to-day level, right? Or am I just saying this to make myself feel better?
No, I think you're absolutely right. It's like, oh yeah, do you know what? I got 10 out of 10 in my test. That makes me better than God.
Yeah.
Which it does.
Astaghfirullah. I don't agree with this. Okay, continue.
Okay. No, but you're right. We don't think of pride in those senses. I think we think more, pride is more like thinking highly of yourself as a sin. I think it's more that you're not thinking of others before yourself. I think perhaps that's what it's meant as in the context of a sin. Maybe.
So let me ask you, if I were to ask you, like, what are you proud of? What would you say?
Oh my God, so much. So much. Like right now, like I'm in the throes of getting married. I'm super proud of my fiance. I'm super proud of myself for getting a fiance. But like, super proud of my fiance. I suppose I'm proud of my achievements in my life today. I think one of the interesting things about pride is that sometimes you don't do things for yourself to be proud of. Like a lot of the things I've done throughout the course of my life. Sorry, mum and dad. I know I've done some things that have really upset you. But like I've been to make my mum and dad proud and to make the prideful pride proud, if that makes sense, right? Or the prideful tribe, I should say. So that's a big part of what I've done. So whether it be like, where I work, or it could be, a different a professional accomplishment, or it could be a personal accomplishment. Sometimes I get pride from just getting out of bed in the morning, to be perfectly honest. What about you? What have
I think
done?
much the same, and I think I asked a couple of people online, some of the fans of Amfaj,
right?
What are they proud of? And some of the answers were the Amfages.
The Amfages.
The jealous folk.
All my friends who are jealous.
And a lot of the answers were kind of on the same page, I guess. Some people said they're proud of themselves, their friends. Someone said they're proud of their dogs. Good boy. Their degrees.
Yeah, very good.
Family legacy.
Yeah.
And I think I'd be on the same page. And it's really interesting. It's like there's people that I've noticed that a lot of the answers are either being proud of other people, being proud of like the work, the relationships that you have with other people, which is hard work.
Yeah.
And then achievements, which are also hard work. So there's a kind of a connection of like pride to hard work.
Yeah, absolutely. Which isn't remotely sinful, right? It's the song, isn't there? What have you done today to make you feel proud? Which is a song you clearly haven't
Never
heard.
heard that song in my life.
Brilliant. And the Smalls from the M People. No? Well, I think it's a lovely thing. What have you done today to make yourself feel proud? Right?
Yeah.
I'm not asking you the question, but like you should always try and do something. You should. I saw you eat a lot of breakfast, and that's about it. But I think another point on pride, and this is really interesting on the people that you asked online. I don't need to know the stats, right? You probably don't know them. But what percentage of people answered with other people first as opposed to themselves? Because I think when you say, what does pride mean to you or whatever, people always answer in the first person, not about other people. I don't go around, if someone asks me what makes you proud, I wouldn't go, Sahara's amazing polka dot top.
Sleeves flows out like this. For anyone listening instead of watching, you better get to YouTube.
Goddamn.
Stat.
Goddamn. It's got bows, it got dots. It looks like an anorak. It looks like a net curtain. There's all sorts going on.
Very proud of it.
Yeah, indeed.
Actually, that's really interesting because a lot of the people who would say, they said me, myself, and then they answered the other person.
Beyonce style.
Yes.
Because I realize I've got.
I'm still Jenny from the block. So, what are you talking about?
I'm spinning around. No, because Ariana's I got me, myself, and I. Do you listen to music?
Because in the end, that's what I found out.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
That's not Beyonce.
Yes, it is.
The one I sang isn't Beyonce.
What did you sing?
Me, myself, and I, that's all I got. Because in the end, that's what I found out.
Are you trying to tell me that isn't Beyonce?
Tune in to find out. I don't know.
After last episode's buttons and this, I don't think you know anything about popular culture, and that makes me feel very unproud of you.
Oh, okay, unproud. Okay, cool.
Anyway, sorry, I'll let you carry on after that interjection.
I actually, okay, here's a really fun question.
Go on.
Dying to hear your answer because,
Don't die.
as we know
Not my
from the
account.
first episode, you're wild. Okay. So the question is, what is the worst thing you've done out of pride? Within
Rhiannon
reason.
Shepherd.
Leave her alone.
Oh, poor Rhiannon. The worst thing I've ever done out of pride.
Yeah. But, if it's really bad, don't say
No.
it.
I'm thinking about getting a hair transplant. Like, that's all about the pride of image.
I see. Okay. That's an interesting way of answering
That's like
it.
everyone who goes to Turkey. No. What's the worst thing I've done out of pride? Like, I don't really indulge in a lot of pride. I don't think I'm arrogant. I don't think I'm proud.
Okay, but your arrogance has probably come from pride. So what's the worst thing you've done?
I have this very higher sense of self, for sure. And I think that's just because I've always been taught, I don't know by who, it's like, you're the best, you're the best. Like, you know, have you ever seen Rosa Namajunas before she goes into her title fight? And her trainer's going to her, who's the best? And she's going, I'm the best. And he goes, who's the best? I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm the best. And then she goes out and knocks out the girl. Have you seen anything that I've ever seen?
Did you see how my brain just blanked when you started?
Did you
the
switch
second
off
I realized
completely?
I thought it was like a historical reference, and I was like, I'm clocked in. And then I was like, sports.
Sports. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was thinking, what am I going to cook tonight for dinner?
What are you going to cook tonight for dinner?
I don't know.
Do you know anything?
No.
What's more important, being attractive or intelligent?
It's a good question. I wish I could answer that.
Oh, I wish there were a bunch of people who could answer that. Anyway, go on, tell me. I was answering your question.
Yes.
What have I done out of pride? Not a lot. I just think like I'm just incredibly annoying with my pride. So I think everything I do out of pride is
I wanted to
awful.
ask. So I want to ask, since you're saying you're very arrogant, is your arrogance I don't know how to pronounce this word, but I'll try. Impenetrable? I did it.
Impenetrable.
Or does it annoy you more if somebody tries to like remove that arrogance away?
I think everybody has moments of weakness, right? So I'm like, all my friends are jealous it's the best podcast on earth, which it is. But I know it's not, right? I think I like to, like, I'm quite a binary person as well. So a lot of things I do are steeped in fact. So like my pride comes from the fact of like, it'd be like, that is a book. I know that's a book. Okay. You can't tell me anything otherwise, right? But if there are anomalous elements or gray areas where I think to myself, I can't make a statement unless it's steeped in 100% pure, unadulterated, foundationed in fact, then I can't be proud about it. But like everyone has moments of weakness, right? Sometimes I come off stage and I'm like, I don't think that was a good set. And someone, no, it was great. And we all know that all comedians lie when they say your set was great. I think, guys, pride has to be steeped in fact. Or does it?
I don't know what you mean.
Like,
can you give me an example?
You can't be proud of something you haven't done. I can't say, do you know, I'm really proud of running the 100 meters in less than 10 seconds because I will never run the 100 meters in less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, I guess so. But somebody, a comedian can come off stage and say, I'm really proud of that set. But we could all be like, we saw it was terrible.
Yeah.
It's not really.
You regularly tell me that.
I'm just jealous. All my friends.
All my friends.
Actually, I got some answers from the audience.
Go on, tell me. I'd love to.
I say audience, but it's my friends.
Like just normal people.
Yeah, basically. And a lot of it, I'm just going to lump them all together. Maybe. Stuff like lying, not backing down from an argument, like that is my forte.
But why would you ever engage in an argument if you weren't right, if you didn't think you were right in the first place?
Because the person needs to be taught a lesson.
In what sense?
Like, say somebody just comes in and they start moaning about somebody else, and you know that person is right, but they moan too much. So you got to put them in their place. So you just argue and argue and argue just to show them that life isn't about being a moan. Like, I don't know if that's a good example, but...
No, it's an awful one.
Yeah.
But it was awful. But you said it yourself there. You never engage in an argument unless you know the truth, unless you think you have a version of your truth, unless you feel as though it's steeped in fact. If I told you tomorrow that the sky is pink, what would you say to me?
Okay, babe.
Come on.
That's what I'd say.
See, we're arguing right now. We're arguing right now because I believe what I'm saying is steeped in fact.
No, but that's what I mean. I wouldn't have that conversation. If you think it's pink, I'd be like, it's blue, but good luck with your theory. And then I would leave.
Oh. Yeah, no.
Would you sit and try to explain to me that it's blue?
Absolutely.
But
absolutely.
We both know it's blue.
I'm like a constant flat earther. I don't believe the earth is flat. But I just like, when I know I'm right, I will make sure that you see my way.
Oh, I'm not like that as well. I'm not like that at all. Like, no? I always have to weigh up whether a conversation is worth my time and energy. And
like this one.
On that note, I'll see you later.
Till next week's episode.
Because if somebody is just... people speak with the limitations of how they see the world, and if sometimes they're just living in a delusion where the sky is pink, good luck to you, buddy. I'm just walking away.
Why did you go really Irish then? Good luck to you, buddy.
I get Irish when I get annoyed.
But right now, you're trying to prove to me, that your theory of letting people go is better than my theory. subsequently you're trying to convince me because what you're saying is steeped in your reality, in your truth. Therefore, you're proud of the fact that you are you let people
True, for sure.
So am I right?
True. No, for sure you're right. But the difference is that this, for me, is a conversation worth having. Because I'm gonna learn from you. That. You're gonna learn so much from me.
I have.
And it's a conversation worth having. But why would I spend an hour sitting with somebody who thinks the sky is pink?
Because it was a really basic example for.
Yeah, no, I know it's a basic example. But like I can't, like, if somebody's just living in this delusion where, like, I think a really good example is certain people who think that they always play the victim, that everything is happening to them, that this person screwed them over, and they take no accountability about in their own life. And there's a certain point where you can say, listen, you have to take accountability, or maybe like take a moment to think about how other people feel. And if they don't do that constantly, if you kind of weigh up how much time am I going to spend with this person?
So this is interesting, right? So have you heard of a thing called I think it's called the Bader Manoff? No, Bader Manoff is something completely different. Sorry, I completely apologize. It's called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Is when you think, so it's one of the types of pride. Okay, so there are 4 types of pride. Did you know this?
No.
It's the pride of spirituality, the pride of power, the pride of appearance, and the pride of knowledge, right? So I think the Dunning-Kruger effect is like an effect of pride. It's like when you think you know something, but you don't have the first clue about it. And I find that incredibly annoying. There's plenty of people in my world who suffer from the Dunning-Kruger effect, right? And it's like the pride of knowledge, thinking that you know something when you don't know anything at all.
Yeah.
I think I do it myself all the time.
I definitely do it because I will learn stuff and then I'll forget it. I don't, like we said, I don't remember facts. I don't remember who wrote the songs.
Right. Yeah, clearly.
That information is not retained in my mind.
Yeah.
So I'm, what's it called? Dunning-Kruger. Dunning-Kruger my whole life. Yeah. That's, I think
it is.
I don't learn facts. I don't learn things like that. I'm very good at learning processes. But
that's interesting.
I have no time in my brain or space in my brain for facts and whatnot.
Do you get irritated if somebody tries to teach you something?
Absolutely. It's
that's the pride of knowledge.
Annoying thing. Do you know what? Like I learned how to swim 2 years ago.
Right. Okay. Amazing.
Yeah. Okay. I tried, and I had a swimming coach.
Yeah.
I had lessons with my swimming coach and a plan, like a training plan and whatnot.
Awesome.
And then every time I mention that I'm learning how to swim, someone would be like, "Okay, next time do this and do that and do this and do that." And I'm like, that's not helpful to me. I have a plan, and she understands like how my brain works, so she can add like a step-by-step to, like, she has a process and she's every week is adding a new step to that process until we get to turning me into a mermaid.
Again, that's the pride of knowledge. And don't you think I know what I'm doing?
But but it's not that. It's like it's that
Sahara's got a sin. Episode 2, Sahara's got a sin.
No. It's that I know what she's doing and it's working for me.
Yeah.
I don't want people to mess that up.
So
and most of the time, people say things to me in one ear or out the other. I have to learn something for myself. I don't want random people telling me it.
So you get offended when you're criticized?
How dare you? I guess I do, because it depends on who's criticizing me, you know?
No, that's an important factor.
Right? And on what topic?
Right.
If I like write a code or I write an app and somebody's like, oh, look, that's actually not a good app because you need to do this and that. And I'm like, sorry, where's your software engineering background? Like, shut up. You know, my Irish accent's coming out again.
Yeah, that means you're pissed.
Right? But it's like, this is not your area of expertise. Like, you're giving me empty feedback, empty criticism, you know? It doesn't mean anything. It's not tangible. I cannot use this, you know? So I always weigh up somebody's like, do I even want to hear this? Like, do I want to be like this person? Do I want to follow what their vision is? And do they know what they're talking about? Because everybody has an opinion.
Do you struggle to admit you're wrong?
Absolutely. Because I'm never wrong, Sunny. I'm never wrong.
The pride of knowledge. Oh my God, Sarah's so weak.
No, but what you haven't considered, Sunny, is that I'm a Capricorn.
No, I have no time for this. And I don't care about if Mercury's in Renegade and all that sort of stuff.
We are never wrong.
So, what about the last word? When you're fighting with someone or just in general, do you like getting the last word in? I love how I'm the arrogant one, but we're making you out to be like a scumbag. This is awesome. Finding flaws in you is literally one of my favorite things I've ever done on my 37 years on this earth.
See, Sunny, it's easy to get the last word when you're always right. You know what I mean?
What about mercy? Do you show a lot of mercy?
Huge. Yeah, that's probably
Oh.
my biggest issue is that I trust people a lot. I give a lot of second, third, fourth, fifth chances.
In fact, when we first met and we decided to do this podcast, we said, or you said to me, it's like, I just like you and I trust you. I was like, mate, we've met for 90 minutes. No, so that's
trying to
true.
work on that lately.
You're not just saying that. Yeah. I have no mercy. I have no, like Cobra Kai, no mercy.
Good to know.
Yeah, like no genuinely, I don't suffer, like it's a bit like I don't suffer fools.
Do you mean like if somebody does one thing bad, they're ousted forever?
Yeah, actually, like I wish I was a 3 strikes and out type of person, but I'm not. Like, and it depends on the severity of the crime or the misdemeanor in question. But I don't suffer fools. So my pride of knowledge is definitely like I openly say to like anyone, like, I hate stupid people.
Yeah.
Like despite the fact I am stupid myself. I'm only intelligent in certain topics, right? I'm pretty stupid. Oh my God, I fell right into that one. Oh, how has this flipped on me? You were the scumbag a minute ago. It's outrageous. Outrageous. No, I don't show much mercy. Some people, like my pride of knowledge, I'm quite mean-spirited as well. Like I'm sure you've seen it. Like I'm just like, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Yeah. I need to do that more though, because I have so much energy in my life and people just want to eat it. And then you're just exhausted by the end of the day because people have just
social battery.
Because boundaries have been crossed all the time and you
agree.
haven't done anything. Anyway, let me go back to what the worst thing people have done to give you some of the examples. Not backing down from arguments that we discussed, which we
in depth.
We discussed that wasn't that bad. So anyway, not saying sorry.
I'm huge on that.
I'm huge on that too. As in, you're huge on saying sorry or not saying sorry?
I need to hear the words.
What do you mean?
I need to. Justin Bieber, is it much too late to say?
No.
I need to hear the words.
No, I mean, do you find it easy to say sorry?
Yeah. Because I'm smart.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I say I'm sorry, that's fine. Whether I mean it or not, it's two different things. My apologies aren't steeped in steeped in honesty. I've got a black book of apologies that I've got like different sections. Like, depending on what I've said, who I've said it to, I've got like seven chapters on how to apologize to my mother for different scenarios.
Wow.
Whatever it is. Like,
Can we have this book on the show one day?
Yeah, we will.
So people have said like causing ends of friendships, fist fights.
Yeah.
I also asked people, what is the first thing that comes to mind when they say pride?
Okay.
Obviously we have you go ahead. Actually,
can I answer?
Yeah.
Can I answer and turn this into a game?
Yes.
Okay. Ask me the question.
What is the first thing that comes into mind when you hear the word pride?
Lion King 2, Simba's Pride.
Very nice.
One of the most underrated animated movies of all time. Because nobody cares about The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride, because it's exactly the same as The Lion King 1, but with like worse voice actors. But anyway, can I turn this into a game of sorts? So
go ahead.
The game is the collective noun for lions is a pride of lions, right? I've got a bunch of here collective nouns for animals.
Oh, okay.
And I want you to try and guess them.
Oh, I'm really bad at this.
Yeah,
okay.
but there's these, if you know any of these, like I'd be really, really impressed.
Okay.
Collective nouns for animals are incredible.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to just tell you the first one because everyone, when you say collective noun for animals, the first one everyone thinks of because it's like really out there is the one for crows.
Murder of crows.
Very good. A murder of crows. I have found some that are significantly more random than a murder of crows.
Okay.
What's the collective noun for hippopotamus or
Hippi.
hippopotami?
Hippi.
A hippi of hippopotamus?
A hippi of tomatomouses.
No.
Okay.
No. Keep on thinking.
Pride.
No, that's lions.
It's the same as elephants.
What's an elephant?
I don't know.
A herd. An elephant is a herd. It's quite
herd.
boring, yeah.
A
herd of sheep, herd of cows, herd of elephants.
A widow.
Paddy. A widow.
Is that?
That's good. Did you think, right, so...
Because there's one called...
Is this your thought process? Murder, someone died, widow. Is that what you thought?
Widow, will.
Yeah, a will of hippopotamus.
Final will and testament.
It's very, if you think about hippopotamus, what are they? They're quite...
Elephanty.
Quite...
Big.
Yeah?
Huge.
What's another word for when you're feeling big?
Hungry.
You've eaten a lot and you feel...
Full.
Oh, I feel quite...
I think this is a word I probably don't relate to.
No. Fair. That's a fair point. Maybe you do because you're so tiny.
Stuffed.
A stuff of a hippopotamus? No.
Full.
Beginning with B.
Bi-curious.
No.
No, I don't know why I said
Bi-curious.
Balloon.
Almost. On the same lines.
Binocular.
Shall I help you out?
Yes.
Bloat. It's a bloated. It's a bloated hippopotamus because they're quite bloated, aren't they? They're quite big, quite fast though. Okay. There's another one for elephants.
A herd.
No, herd is one. There's another one for it though.
A saw.
No.
Get it? I heard. I saw. I'm a comedian.
This is. She's so funny. Elephants never forget is the saying. A memory of elephants.
Oh, that's so cute.
That's good, no? Isn't that good?
Adorable. I love that.
Yeah. Owls.
Oh, I know this one, but I forgot it.
Go on. No?
No.
It's the year of the election, 2024. There's many elections going on. A parliament.
Oh, okay.
Owls, owls are wise, so are members of parliament. This is quite good, no? This is brilliant. Apes.
Oh, God, I don't know.
I wouldn't relate this word to apes. Not that I know much about apes.
Ministry.
A ministry is very nice. I quite like that. I see exactly where you've got that from. It's a shrewdness of apes.
That's wild.
I don't know if apes are known for being shrewd.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, literally and metaphorically. This is brilliant. Jellyfish.
A school.
No, that's fish.
A cabinet.
Stop thinking about parliament.
A jury. Sorry. A wave.
It's a
push.
That's not push. It's a
wave. A slap.
A smack of jellyfish.
A smack of jellyfish.
Brilliant, isn't it? A smack. I don't know who came up with all of this.
I was smacked by a smack of jellyfish.
This one is one of my favorites because I feel as though as a, quite this type of person. Flamingos.
A pride of flamingos.
No, you can't say pride for everything.
Something that you said that you were.
A little bit. This could be my pride showing through. Like I think I am.
A bald of flamingos.
An awful mustache of flamingos.
A comedian of
flamingos? An
flamingos?
attitude problem of flamingos.
An arrogance of flamingos.
An arrogance of
This is the roast of Sunny.
An arrogance of Sunnies would be my collective now. I think that'd be quite good, wouldn't it? There's an arrogance of Sunnies coming. Can you imagine if there was more than one of me? It'd be terrible. It's a flamboyance.
Flamboyance. Yeah.
A flamboyance of flamingos.
That's nice.
This is good. It's also alliterative, which reduces your words down. Zebras.
What does that mean? Oh, like alliteration.
Is like a ZZ.
Oh.
Like ZZ Top.
A zap.
No, it's a zeal. Zap is a good
zeal.
guess. I don't know many words beginning with Z, to be perfectly honest. This one's pretty obvious when you think about what they do all day. Crocodiles.
Swim.
They do the complete opposite of that, don't they?
Afloat.
Close. What do they do on the banks, on the side?
Land. A climb.
A bask.
They
bask in the sun.
A bask of crocodiles.
A bask of crocodiles.
That's wild.
I've got a couple more. Ready? This is quite nice. Barracudas. Again, alliterative. Makes no sense, this one.
A bar.
I thought you were going to say it then.
A bap.
No.
A balaclava.
A balaclava of barracudas. It's a battery of barracudas.
Oh, okay.
Which is weird, isn't it?
Yeah. That's wild.
It's quite nice. And we'll do one more. This is great. I think this is really intelligent. Vultures.
Vultures. A violence of vultures.
Violence would be lovely. I quite like. Would that be your collective noun? Or a violence of a violence of Sahars is on their way. No, there's a violence of Sahars. What's that coming over the hill?
An enragement or
an enragement of Sahars.
An impatience.
Oh, that's quite good. That's quite good. I like what's that coming over the hill? It's a violence of Sahars. That's very good.
An obnoxious of Sahars coming.
No, vultures. Vultures skulk around waiting for a dead animal or
A hunt?
No, the hunt is the preamble or the pre-act. Once the hunt is complete, something is dead. When someone's dead.
A feast?
No, when someone's dead, you go to a funeral.
funeral?
And you go to what happens
A wake?
A wake
A burying?
a
wake?
wake of vultures.
A wake of
That's quite
vultures.
clever, isn't it?
I kind of guessed one.
You got that, yeah.
I got one.
Of the 37 that we did,
Yeah, but
that's difficult. It's a fun game, though.
we have the video footage of you saying, if I get any of them, you would be impressed. So please show me impressed. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
But then again, right? So this is, can I just make a very small point? Quiz shows and things like this. You know, when you know the answer, this, again, I'm demonstrating my pride of knowledge here. I'll be so impressed if you get something that I know. In what world would you know that it's a wake of vultures? Like a bloat of hippopotamus.
Yeah, they're
Unless
wild.
you've done research for the All My Friends Are Jealous Pride podcast. It's a bit like on quiz shows when like the host knows the answer. How can you possibly not know the answer to?
Or when you're at home and you're like, come on.
Oh, yeah, come on. Pride of knowledge.
Yeah.
Pride of knowledge.
For sure.
Interesting.
Do you know what I think of when I hear the word pride?
Tell me.
Tell me, Junior.
Tell me.
What do you see? I see pride.
I see pride. I see power. I see a badass mother that take no shit on nobody. Once again. Junior Bebil. What a movie. Sing it with me. 3, 2, 1. Enough people say you can't believe.
Jamaica got about 30.
Me got it.
You got
anything?
Sanka, the fastest sprinters.
Wonder is the one junior. Yeah, Sanka, the fastest are Jamaican sprinters. I don't know the
Come
last
to
line.
Jamaica.
What a movie. Cool runnings.
That's such a good movie.
Kiss my lucky egg.
You want to kiss my egg?
You want to kiss
my
my egg,
accent
man?
is so bad.
That's so good. That's one thing I didn't think of for
Yeah.
Pride. Because I went Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, I
Lion
forgot
King
that.
2 Simba's Pride. But cool runnings.
Yeah.
Brilliant. What about the pride of appearance? I've got a question for you.
Do you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's more important in today's society? Being attractive or being intelligent?
Oh, I don't know if I can answer that,
Okay.
but I think I know someone who can.
What do you mean?
And we're sitting here with Spica, who is a Miss Universe contestant representing Iran.
Thank you.
Welcome, Spiker, to All
you
My
so
Friends Are
much.
Jealous. Put it up
Thank
here. Are all of your friends jealous of you?
Yeah, all of my friends will be jealous.
Why are they jealous of you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm participating this
Because you're on the All My Friends Are Jealous
yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Interesting.
In this podcast, of course. Yeah.
So our episode today, we're talking about pride. So we have some interesting questions for you. Our first question, Spica, I'm really excited to get your opinion on this. So
Wow.
it is, what has more worth in today's age? Is it intelligence or good looks?
Okay. From my view, it's clear. Being attractive.
Understandably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, shock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And why is that?
You know, I should say that, I was working as a nuclear researcher for many years. And I never get this much attention after I joined to modeling and, being in contact with people, My
You're a
life was
nuclear-
changed. Yeah.
Sorry, hold on. Hold
Sorry,
on.
what?
You're a what?
I was working as a nuclear researcher in nuclear reactor. Yeah.
Doing
for many
what?
years. Yeah, I was controlling the power of reactor.
What? In
Yeah.
a nuclear power plant?
Yeah, yeah.
Like Homer Simpson in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
What?
I
How-
had innovation. Even.
So you're a
Yeah.
nuclear scientist?
Yeah, somehow, yeah.
And also going to potentially win Miss Universe?
Yes, and I have so hope to be winner,
God damn, girl, that's
you.
insane.
That's so impressive. So is that something that you still do?
No, I just quit from that because, I was not satisfied with my life. I didn't get any attention. But now I'm enjoying my life as, working as a model. And it's so nice for me.
So how have you seen people treating you differently from being like a nuclear scientist versus a model?
Once you are talking about the nuclear science, they just get a distance from you. So I don't know why, what's the reason. But once I joined to, have activity in modeling. So I just felt that the people are more comfortable with me and I'm enjoying the life. And I found too many people as a new friend. So right now I'm more satisfied with my life. Yeah.
So when we say to you, what's more important, being attractive or being intelligent, you can just be like, don't care because I am attractive and ridiculously intelligent.
Yeah, maybe.
And humble. Like that's incredible. So when we talk about pride, the podcast today is about pride, right? As you know. So what makes you more proud? Being a model or being a nuclear scientist?
But inside my heart, still I'm more proud about my background. Being as a scientist, because I was feeling so good because it was my passion and I love it really. Yeah, I love science.
And do you think that being a model is easier? Or do you think?
No, I think being a model also needs some talent. So also everything's need to practice and work hard for that, of course. Yeah. But for being a scientist, you should be too much patient. Yeah.
In what way?
And to spend a lot of time to study and work. And you should be disconnected from the world sometimes. Yeah, it's not easy.
Don't you have to be patient to be a model and Miss Universe as well? Isn't that one of the virtues that you have to have?
Yes, right now I am so passionate about it. Yeah, and I really hope that to be winner.
Oh yeah, we hope that you win as well.
Thank
And with
you.
that in mind, Movaffaq Bashid, Miss
Thank
Universe.
Thank you so much.
Nice
Thank you
one.
for having me.
You're welcome. On that note, thank you, Spiker. We're wishing you all the very best in Miss Universe 2024. Jin Jindagi Azadi. And so, by magic, I've got another Miss Universe contestant 2024 with me.
Hello.
It's Elia, who's representing Iran
So
as well.
exciting.
Unreal.
Thank you.
Welcome to All My Friends Are Jealous. How are you?
I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah, I'm good. I can say I'm good.
I'm pleased. I'm pleased to hear that. So, Elia, the question that we have today for you, based on pride, is speaking as Elia, Miss Universe contestant, what's worth more in today's society? Being attractive or being intelligent?
Well, that's a really difficult question. I didn't expect this question. That's really difficult to answer. So, I don't know.
I think I agree. It is a very difficult question because, you know, there's some people who, like, if you think about it in context of if you were to pick a husband, would you prefer him to be intelligent or good looking?
Good looking.
Good looking.
I know this thing.
But good looking doesn't what if he can't provide for you? If he's just hot.
Don't worry.
Hot doesn't pay the bills.
Don't worry. The good looking always find a way. Just for husband.
Are you speaking from experience?
Okay.
I think we have an answer to the first question.
100%.
But not working for everyone, you know?
Right.
True.
Yeah. Actually, the intelligent, it's depend on the field. Yani. For example, if you need a long-term success, you have to be intelligent. But attractive or good-looking, it's something temporary.
Don't I know it? Don't I know that?
Yeah,
I used to be
and
really
you
good
know,
looking when I was young.
and also you can be both of them. Look at me.
Yes,
Damn.
yes, ma'am.
Damn, yes, ma'am, indeed.
So, I mean, if you picked good looking as a husband, but we're saying it's short term,
Yeah.
what do you do with your stupid husband when he turns 50 and ugly?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I cannot imagine now.
It's making her hot and flustered.
Give me water.
She's like, ugly husband at 50.
I just imagine it.
How do you spell divorce?
Oh my gosh, no.
And then
That's
it's time
very late
to
that
upgrade
time.
to another beautiful husband.
Yeah, that's very late in the age 15.
I like that. I like
Oh.
that style. Because a lot of men
I get a heart
upgrade
with
their
now.
women. Why shouldn't women upgrade their men? I think that's pretty good.
Because you guys are a lot of work.
Yeah, I
And you
agree.
have to teach them and teach them and teach them. And then if you get rid of it, you have to start again with a new man and teach him and teach him and teach him.
We
know?
are not teacher, my dear. What we teach them?
You're right.
What you can do
right.
with that?
You're right.
I'm untrainable.
Okay, so curveball. Would you now that we said we prefer a good-looking husband, would you prefer a good-looking husband or a rich husband?
Rich. Done.
Nice.
I
like
agree.
it.
I agree. And so, like, Sunny, would you prefer to be intelligent or good looking?
Well, as a man who's both, I think intelligence is incredibly attractive.
Yeah.
So I think that somebody who can if you can learn off someone, or if you someone who's got knowledge that you don't particularly have, I find that incredibly attractive. Like when someone teaches, okay, think about when you were last at a bar or in a pub or hanging out with family and somebody taught you something new. You're always like, no way. You're always overawed. You're always you're always overwhelmed by someone who's got knowledge. So for me, I think intelligence is attractive. Consequently, intelligence is way more important than being attractive for me. What do you think?
For men.
For women as well. For everyone.
The women
for mankind.
The women can be both.
So can the man.
I told you earlier, Yani, look at me. Intelligent and good looking.
Ma'am.
Yani.
Yes, ma'am.
Look at
intelligent.
you,
And
indeed.
you know what? Look at not every, but most intelligent, successful men that are not good looking. Their wives are gorgeous.
They what?
Their wives.
Their
They always have
wives.
beautiful, perfect, intelligent wives.
How can I know they have a good vibes or they have attractive vibes?
No, wife.
How I discover that?
Their wife.
Wife. The other half.
Yeah.
Because of
The
course.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you said wife.
So, question for you: are all your friends jealous?
I think so, yes. Now, yes.
And with that in mind, all my friends are jealous.
My friend are jealous.
So, as if by magic, it's like I've got just a whole box of them in the back, right? Another Miss Universe 2024 contestant. Who have we got here?
Yes, we have Anastasia, who is representing Russia in Miss Universe.
Amazing.
guys.
Hey, Anastasia, how are you?
Hello, everyone.
Well, thanks for joining us today. We're going to jump into the first question, which is, what is more important to you, Anastasia, being attractive or being intelligent?
Actually, I'm using both of this way because in modern world, it's necessary to be intelligent, first of all, and using your brain. And after that, if you would like to be... forget!
See, carry on, it's all right.
If you would like to introduce yourself in this world, you should be nice looking.
With that in mind, Anastasia, what's more important, being attractive or rich?
Attractive, first of all, but if you find a way in your life how to be success, you will be not only attractive, you will be also rich.
What's
Okay.
more important, being attractive or curing third world hunger?
Attractive.
Okay.
What's more important, being attractive or famous?
Famous and attractive.
Do you think, can you be famous without being attractive?
Exactly, it help you to find everything very bad.
No. I think there's a lot of famous people who aren't attractive. Me and you. Me. Oh God.
Who said we were famous?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my
Would
God.
you rather be attractive or healthy?
Healthy.
So you would rather be healthy and ugly
No.
or attractive?
It's not possible.
Would you rather be attractive or Vladimir Putin?
Vladimir Putin is also good looking.
Brilliant.
Would you rather be attractive and have no friends or ugly and have many friends?
Why I should choose? Attractive.
Attractive.
And do you prefer your friends to be fun or attractive?
I'm going to
My
take a
friends.
guess.
Fun.
Funny.
Because I will be attractive. They can be fun.
Nice. Would you rather be single forever and attractive or find your dream man and be ugly?
Ooh.
Oh my God. I hope I found my husband to be attractive.
Okay.
It works.
It works.
Well, That's another episode of All My Friends Are Jealous with Miss Universe contestant Anastasia. Woo! Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Till next time. 3, 2, 1. I think like pride, again, pride's pretty important. Like you said to me, like what makes you proud? And like there are small minutiae. Here's where my like, I don't know what this is, like pride of knowledge, pride of whatever it is, right? Spirituality. Like I would love to do something that made an impact on the whole world, not just on like my life or like the people immediately around me. Like that would make you insanely legacy would make me incredibly proud. And like I don't know what that would be. Like, I don't want to be Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
But I'd love for people to know my name. Like Sunil Mashari did that.
Why?
I don't know why. It could be anything though. Like if I was the guy who wrote Mambo No. 5, like one hit wonders, everyone for the rest of time knows Mambo No. 5. I'm trying to think of other one hit wonders. I don't know why I'm talking about Mambo No. 5. Come on, Eileen, right? UK Irish culture, absolute banger, by the way. But it's a one hit wonder.
Yeah,
But everybody knows
it.
Everyone knows it. I'm trying to think of another one.
Yeah. But they know that, like, they know this. I don't know who wrote that song, but then again, I don't have memories.
God. Oh God, I can't remember.
Yeah.
And like I don't even know the words. All I know is "Come on, Eileen." Da 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 da.
Come on, Eileen.
Na, na, na. No one knows it. Everyone just
Come
do
on,
I
come. Is that a
do.
different song?
I think he's talking about. Taking her dress off, isn't he? Take off that red dress and da 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 da. Next.
Yeah, I find that really interesting. I like legacy is very important to me as well, but not on a large scale. Like I think that I would like to, have the family and the grandchildren and be remembered on that level.
Yeah.
And then have my friends to remember me as well.
Yeah, but like, what about global? Like, do you know what we remember for the rest of time? Like, there are names that everyone will always know. Always.
Man, be careful what you wish for, man, because I don't know where my accent got all weird, man.
Be careful what
man,
you wish
you gotta
for,
be
man.
careful, man. But these days, man, okay. But you got like you can wish that now, and then the next day you could. There's a video in Ireland from a few years ago, where this guy. It was like, oh my god, it was like a news report, and they were talking about the ice because it was snowing, and there was like ice on the floor. And while they had the camera set up, a guy walked by and he slipped. And to this day, like a decade or more later, people still remember him as the guy who slipped on the ice. Everybody in Ireland knows
his
this man.
legacy. Wouldn't he be so proud of that?
Would he?
I would. I would. It's a bit like the Hawk 2 girl.
Oh my God!
Would she be proud of that? Would her mum be proud of that? No, but we'll know her for the rest of
There
time.
is so many rumors about her.
Too
People said
many.
she was a teacher and she got fired, and then that's not true.
Right.
She did I know what is true though is she turned off her. She put her Instagram profile on private straight away because people were
of
bombarding
course.
her, and
Of
then
course.
she got signed and started selling merchandise.
No way.
Go off, sis. Well done.
Good, yeah.
Catching it before it went too wild, and then just controlling it like that. You got to give props for that.
Yeah, more power to her.
Yeah.
Which is another type of pride, by the way.
Power.
The pride of power. Mm-hmm. When you try really hard to confirm the fact that you're capable, and to become powerful. So
Yeah.
like Donald Trump, the pride of power.
Yeah.
And apparently it's being controlling, being obeyed, that gives somebody a sense of self and a sense of feeling.
Yeah.
That apparently is that huge pride of power. And I think that goes very well with the pride of appearance as well. We were talking about the girls about a minute ago. All these people who are in the gym and that sense of pride that they're lifting away. I don't understand any of that. In fact, I fundamentally think that if you post gym selfies or photos of you at the gym or working out, I just want you to know you're a moron.
I think you're doing a good job. Keep it up.
Yeah. Brilliant.
But actually, this is one thing I do want to talk about though, because I'm just thinking about it. There's this is really hard. we're talking about pride and whatnot, and I think sometimes, like what you're talking about here, when you just mentioned the gym example, there is kind of like this seeking of validation connected to that pride.
Correct.
And then there's pride of actually knowing and already having that confidence because you know you are that.
Okay.
Is that both pride?
I have something that I'd like to
I don't know
show
if that
you,
question
or
made sense.
I'd like to read you this. Okay. On the way here, a friend of mine on my Instagram, who will remain unnamed, or she, wrote this. He posted a photo of himself, like taking his top off, like a video, sorry, of him taking his top off. And he wrote, God ain't coming. This isn't a debate about whether I believe in God or not. Whether I do or don't, I think there's two sides to it. On the one side, it gives people hope and makes them feel like they're not alone. On the other side, it makes people lazy. God's got a plan, but nobody can plan for your life better than you can yourself. What is meant for you might not find you. You earn it. Hard work pays off, but it won't find you. You have to find it. If you want to be in peak physical shape, if you want to be powerful, if you have a dream, if you have anything about you at all, you have to make your own plan and execute it, because no one's coming to do it for you, not even God. Come after me if you want, but it won't change a thing. Hashtag motivation, hashtag the gym, hashtag fitness, hashtag strength, hashtag God, hashtag hard work, hashtag determination.
That is a sin.
That is a sin. And on that note,
I have a surprise for you, Sunny.
go on.
It's time for What's in the Box.
What's in the box? We're doing it again?
Yes, we are.
Oh my God, this is so fun.
Okay. Let's go. Okay. Let's wait for the box.
It's your little fancy assistant coming with the box. Thanks, friend.
Thank you.
Wow.
This is for you.
And it's wrapped.
The Prada box
It's
is made
almost like
its
we
return.
should do this every week now.
I think we should, and I think we
Let's do it
will.
every week. Fine.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, in this box in front of you now,
Right.
Sunny,
Yes.
is
Can I reveal?
again.
Oh, we got the buttons again.
We got the buttons again. Okay.
And the
this
ribbon.
time, each button
Amazing.
each button has a recorded quote around the topic of pride.
Okay.
You don't have to guess who the person is because some of them are quite hard.
Okay.
But I want you to guess if it's a hero or a villain.
A hero or a villain?
Yeah.
Okay.
Some of them are fictional, some of them are historical.
Heroes and villains, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
But you can do that in any order that you want.
Okay. I'm gonna put it into the microphone.
Yes, please.
Okay. And if I guess who it actually is as well, do I get like bonus points?
Yes, yes,
Are you
yes.
tallying my points?
Sure.
What are we playing for?
I'll buy the coffee.
Okay. Great.
My watch. No,
Right.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I like watches. But that's an episode that's about greed. Okay, here we go.
The victor will never be asked if he told the truth.
The victor will never be asked if he told the truth. The victor will never be asked if he told the truth. I'm going to go villain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who it is.
You want to take a guess?
I'm going to go Marvel superhero. Or it's Marvel supervillain.
Okay, what if I told you it was a real life villain?
Oh, the
Yeah.
victor will never be asked if he told. Okay, I'm gonna go with famous lawyer. I don't know why. I'm gonna go like someone like Johnny Cochran. Like I won the case, but the truth doesn't matter.
Oh, you see him as a villain. That's interesting.
Johnny Cochran is definitely an arch villain, isn't he?
I mean, he did his job.
Yes, yes, he did. Yes,
I mean, OJ did it, but he had to win.
Yeah,
We can talk
exactly.
about that some other time.
yeah, that's definitely in lust. Anyway.
Yes.
Well, who is it?
It's Hitler.
Shut
Yeah.
up! The biggest hero of our time.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
What? What?
Biggest
What?
villain.
What?
The biggest villain of our time.
We're keeping that in. We're keeping that in. Oh my God. What a mess. What a mess. He did not mean
Brilliant.
that. He did not mean that. That's actually interesting. He's just saying that if you win, no one will ask you if you did it the right way.
That's true. I suppose you never scrutinize. You never scrutinize after you win. You only scrutinize when you lose, right? But all the best
And it's
people
a big-
scrutinize when they win as well.
It's the worst thing about society. But anyway, let's move on.
Straight in with Hitler, by the way. No messing around. Straight Hitler.
Listen.
It can't get much worse. There's only one guy worse than him, right?
If that's the way the direction guided you,
Yeah,
then
true.
that's you. You picked it first.
What you make on all my friends are jealous. Okay, ready?
The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall.
So
The greatest, okay, go on.
the greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Let me try.
That's definitely a douchebag hero. It's like Atticus Finch. Why do I keep on going to lawyers? Is it Atticus Finch?
I can't believe you just said douchebag hero. Okay, I'm gonna give you another hint.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I thought it was Atticus Finch.
Let me
Okay.
see if I can give do an impression. I was practicing, but I don't know if it's gonna work.
Oh, I know exactly who it is. I know exactly who it is.
The greatest glory
Oh.
in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall.
Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, maybe the impression wasn't that good.
Mr. Miyagi.
It was close. Close.
I can't.
You're so close. It was Nelson Mandela.
Oh, the greatest. No.
The greatest glory
Oh.
in living. Is that better?
No.
Okay, let's move on.
You can't even do an African accent.
Listen, أنا سودانية.
You're the worst Sudani ever.
South African, all right?
The
Okay.
greatest achievement is not knowing when we rise, but when we can fall.
Terrible.
All right.
Okay, next.
Fair enough. Okay. I was going to go Barack, and like they're basically the same person, aren't they?
Astaghfirullah, they're not. Okay, but let's
Okay,
move on.
fine. All right.
Take that back. You take that back. Okay, continue.
Greatest victory
Oh.
is not in never falling, but in rising with pride after every fall.
That's very interesting that you picked them back to back.
Wait, this is different.
This one is the greatest victory is not in never falling, but in rising with pride after every
No, it's
fall.
the same as
No,
this one.
the other one is
Greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall. The greatest victory is not in never falling, but in rising with pride after every fall.
very similar.
Nelson Mandela.
So Nelson
Brother.
Mandela says, but in rising every time we fall. But this person says, in rising with pride after every fall.
With pride?
Same,
Yeah, okay.
but different.
Okay, Barack.
Do you think it's a hero or a villain?
Has to be a hero.
And you think it's a Barack Obama?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I'm
go
gonna try another impression though.
on. You go on.
Okay. I can't do it.
No, please do. Please do.
Okay. The greatest victory. No, I can't do it. It's the same
Nelson
thing.
Mandela.
It's not in never falling, but in rising.
What was that? What was
It's the Joker.
Hannibal?
It's the Joker.
Oh, it's the Joker.
It was the Joker.
Oh, do you know? I was thinking Two-Face, but that I'm going not the Dark Knight, not the Dark Knight version. I assume it.
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
I was
brilliant.
doing the Heath Ledger version there, but I don't.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I actually
Sounded like Hannibal Lecter.
can't tell you. Yeah,
You
I
always
didn't
come
even
back to movies on this poddy.
like that. That was the Hannibal lecture.
That was
impression.
very good.
Okay,
The
thank you.
census taken once. I ate his liver with a nice Chianti. Yeah, very good. Okay, ready?
No one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Nelson Mandela.
No.
No one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
Mm-hmm.
Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Has to be a hero. So again, it's very douchebaggy.
Okay.
So hero. I can't make you feel inferior unless I ask you to feel inferior. Said.
I mean, that's a different quote. That's a different, because you can't say that to people. But it's more like,
No one can make you feel inferior without your consent.
I'm gonna go. First of all, I'm gonna go woman. I'm gonna go for our first woman.
mashallah, yeah.
Because it's more thoughtful than
Yeah,
the other
yeah.
ones and more succinct.
Uh-huh.
And women are more thoughtful and succinct than men. Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Female heroes. Who's my female hero?
It's me!
Sarah Muhammad Ali.
No. it's
No?
not. I should have put some made up
You should have done
crap
one
that
for
I
yourself.
said.
That
I was
was
like,
me.
is that deep? Is it deep? Is it
Yeah.
deep? It's deep. I wrote it.
Female hero. I don't know.
It's Eleanor Roosevelt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy's wife.
Yes.
Wife of Teddy.
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
I'm gonna
yes.
go. I'm gonna go blue because I've got 2 blue left.
Okay.
To rise above the ordinary, one must have the pride to dream beyond limits.
To drive above the you want to have the prime dream beyond again hero, man because it's long. Am I right? That's
Nope.
far. Oh, villain woman.
It's a villain.
It's a female villain.
It's a male villain.
Male villain.
To rise above the ordinary, one must have the pride to dream beyond limits.
Nelson Mandela.
Do you want another hint?
Do an impression.
I
Impression.
can't do an impression.
Come on.
Okay.
Give it a go.
To rise above the ordinary, one must have the pride to dream beyond. It's a very ordinary character that can be like
Fictional
there's no
or non-fictional?
Fictional, so it can be portrayed in Mary. He's bald
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
and he's a tech genius.
Oh, Mr. Dr. Evil.
No,
Oh,
I don't know who that is, but
Austin
definitely
Powers.
not him. Bald tech villain.
Bold tech villain. Jeff Bezos.
He's not real,
Oh,
or is he?
okay. Hit me. I don't know.
Lex-
I feel like you, Lex Luthor.
Did you feel like me?
Is it?
It's like
Yeah.
Luthor. Yeah.
God, it's only see the power of knowledge. It's only easy when you know the answer.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I would never have guessed that myself if I hadn't
Okay.
looked it up.
God, this is fun. I like being on the other side of what's in the box.
And then
Let's go blue again. Two blues.
It is not our weaknesses that define us, but the pride we take in overcoming them.
Nelson Mandela.
It is not our weaknesses that define us, but the pride we take in overcoming them.
Weaknesses that define us, the pride. So definitely a
so
hero.
just guess it's the hero or villain.
Hero.
Uh-uh.
No.
It's a villain.
Who?
It's Doctor Doom.
Who's Doctor Doom?
Uh,
Is that Marvel? I hate
Yeah,
Marvel.
it's a comic book villain. Actually, I don't
Marvel
know
and
if
the
it's
gym are for
Marvel or-
losers. I said it.
You want to faint?
I'll happily.
Because I go to the gym, I can take you. Why do you want to start beef with the one like popularity of the one population of society that can beat the crap out of you?
I think intelligence over brawn, intelligence over strength any day. You might be able to bench press me, but I'll outsmart you.
Look over there. Okay, let's do the next two.
Okay, quick.
Because I'm trying to see if you can see a pattern between all these.
I think I've worked the pattern out actually.
True strength lies in embracing one's identity with pride and honor.
Hero? No, villain. My theory, villain.
Yes, sorry.
Yeah,
Forgot where I
weren't
was
there.
for a minute. Yeah.
Just are you on ASOS? Yeah, villain. Yeah, male. Who is it?
I'll give you a hint.
Yeah,
Oh, you don't do
Thanos.
Okay, yeah.
Thanos.
Oh
my God, loser.
We did a lot of Thanosing today,
Yeah,
didn't
we've
we?
done some Thanosing. Very good. Okay, last one.
Yes.
It's important to understand that there are very real consequences to pride.
Villain.
I'm going to give you a clue on this one.
Go on.
Okay. It is important to understand that there are very real consequences to pride.
Nelson Mandela.
Oh.
Barack Obama.
Yes.
Nelson Mandela's younger brother. Okay, very good. So that's put my theory in the bin. Because my theory, because you said there's a pattern to all of
Yes.
these. My theory was that, did they all have the word pride in them?
No, they actually don't, but they were
Because
all related
my
to
theory
pride.
was the ones that had the word pride in them, they were all villains.
Yeah.
That's why I went villain.
No,
immediately
actually,
on the last one.
my theory is that the heroes are saying that pride is bad,
Oh my God.
and the villains are saying that it's good, right?
It's important to understand that there are very real consequences to pride.
So Barack Obama is saying, and he in
that's
this context,
very-
he's talking a lot
quite
about like being a
bad.
president, and like having to
Wow.
the responsibility, managing like your ego,
Yeah,
taking
yeah,
feedback, all that kind of stuff, right?
Brilliant.
And then with Lex Luthor, he says to rise above the ordinary, one must have the pride to dream beyond limits. So there's
Yeah.
a certain kind of arrogance involved there, and even with all the villains.
Yeah.
There is Dr. Doom, who says it's not our weaknesses that define us, but the pride we take in overcoming them,
Right, okay.
which is similar to what Mandela was saying. However, he like Dr. Doom is saying it doesn't matter that I'm weak. I'm really proud of the fact that I can do stuff.
Very
You
good.
know?
That's
Whereas
fascinating.
Mandela says the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing. It's not never falling. He's saying the glory isn't in like always being successful. It's in rising every time we fall. But he doesn't say pride. He's just saying like this is the important part, actually being like
You did like hella
standing,
research
you
for
know?
this podcast. I like Googled 3 things.
Yeah, I'm really smart.
Yeah.
And I'm really proud of that.
The pride of knowledge, kids. The pride of knowledge.
And on that note, let's wrap it up for the day. This has been a special edition Miss Universe episode of All My Friends Are Jealous with Mr. India.
And Miss Sudan Island 2025. All my friends are jealous.
Thanks for watching / listening. Bye.
See ya.